Okay, I just got my Givi luggage from motostorm.it. It's a vendor in Italy. I was looking for, let's see, three different things I wanted. I wanted the all metal, the aluminum panniers. I wanted one with the breakaway rack so that I could take it, strip it down to the bike. I wouldn't want something that was permanently fixed. And I really did want something with powder coating and something with bags that I could use as liners to pull out. Now obviously this stuff is pretty expensive, so I found a great deal by ordering from overseas. And one thing I should say is people have figured out that if you do order your panniers from overseas and you get it from a European place that's I guess you call it a VAT country, Americans do get a pretty good discount. I probably saved $300-400 with my entire setup, so I definitely go that route. I did have one issue though getting my stuff delivered on time. There was an issue with, I think, the rack the rack was out of production for a bit, so it took them a month to get that ready. So altogether it's been about, I think I ordered September 5th, it is now October 15th, so it took a while to get to me. But one thing I'll say in their favor, they shipped it out on Monday from Italy and it got here today, Wednesday. So the shipping speed was fantastic. I really cannot believe how fast it moved. Looking at the boxes a little bit closer, the boxes are pretty beat up though, so I'm hoping when I crack these things open that they aren't too badly damaged. And as you can see, I mean, I'm guessing they're packed pretty well because they're stacked pretty high, almost as tall as the bike. And there's 4 boxes, so 3 boxes I'm guessing are the panniers. I've got the 42, you see the 42 liter top case, black powder coated, and since my bike is the F800 GS, I've got a 48 liter on the right side and a 37 liter on the left side. And from a diagram I found online, that should only really offset the bike by about 1.5 inches or so. So even though that's quite a big difference size one side and the other, when I get everything installed, it won't look too bad in terms of balance on the bike, because I really hate some of those, the idea of having something that's too lopsided. But we'll see how this looks when I start opening stuff up. Alright, I've cracked the boxes open. You can see my rack is right there in this box here. And you can see that the cases are all, the panniers are all double boxed. So even though the outer boxes look like they took some pretty good shots, the inner boxes looks like they would have taken any possible damage. So they do have them packed pretty well. You can see the key taped, the 2 keys are taped right there. They look like a better, more durable metal too than I had a Givi V46. And the keys are pretty delicate on those, and these look like they're a lot more durable. Alright, this is the breakaway case. I guess the proper term is quick release, the quick release rack. The model number is the PLR5103, I believe. The wrapping job is a little bit more spotty on this, but it's not damaged, so I guess they know what they're doing. You can see all the parts in here. It's really just everything rolled up in bubble wrap, taped up pretty good, and then just in this box, but it looks like it held up pretty well. I don't see any obvious damage to any parts, so like I said, it looks like they knew what they were doing. Alright, so here's the 42 liter top case. My first thought when I started unpacking stuff was, oh no, they forgot pieces and they forgot parts, but looks like they were pretty smart about packing. So inside here is the rack for the top case. So that's what sits on your back seat there. I'll crack this open in a second. And then in here you see the liner. So another pretty substantial filling bag. So actually, this might be the bag for the side case, I think. So this is a pretty decent size. It looks like there's a bottom liner in here as well. Like a little felt foam, what do you call it, neoprene type deal. Now let's see how this works with my helmet. Grab my helmet off the bike. Good, helmet fits with no problem. That's a Shoei GT Air, just in case you're wondering, and it's a large size helmet. Yeah, just everything about this thing just feels so much more substantial. It's pretty solid feeling. The powder coating, which I'm no expert on, but it seems like it's pretty well done. I've had some things that have been powder coated and it felt kind of crappy and cheap, but this feels like it's been done pretty well. I don't see any spots. Even the lock. Yeah, I know people say that pannier locks aren't really that secure, but even the lock itself feels a lot more secure than anything else I've had. Like in my other plastic luggage, I had the Givi 46, and which was plastic, so this feels a lot more solid. Alright, here's the top rack that the top case is going to sit on. The model number is the SRA 5103. It's basically bare though, so I might powder coat this thing if I can get it done for cheap. Kind of going with somebody else who's doing some other stuff, because I didn't want everything to look all black. But then if it's covered up, heck, you might not even notice that it's bare aluminum and silver. So, and this again feels pretty solid. I guess that's maybe 3/8 of an inch thick, and this is not flimsy at all. Whatever this is, it feels very solid. You don't feel any flex or whatsoever in it. Okay, just cracked open the left side pannier. This is the 37-liter one. That first liner bag that I cracked open, that was inside the 42-liter top case, was actually for this. So I just dropped it in there. One other thing to note, the keys, there's a separate set of keys for each one of these panniers. So it looks like one thing I have to do is rekey the locks, and so I don't have to carry around one set of keys. I mean, obviously you don't want to have to deal with three keys on the road for just your panniers. So, cracking open the top case, again, it's heavy, solid, feels pretty high quality. Doesn't feel like it's thin at all. I've heard people talk about some panniers, you can kind of feel them, they almost feel like they flex. These don't feel like that at all. Since this one's a little bit longer, I figured there'd be more of a chance that you could kind of feel some deforming if you pushed it, and I don't feel anything like that at all. So I've got the liner bag sitting inside here, and one thing to note is I believe the liner bag says on it 35 liters. This pannier, left side pannier, the 37-liter pannier, of course, is about 2 liters difference. So I haven't tried stuffing this thing yet, of course, but it does look like it's slightly smaller, so it's not a perfectly snug fit, but hey, it's a liner bag, and if you're packing that tight, you got other things to worry about. I just want to say one more thing about the packaging. They send the boxes in first your external cardboard box here, which is kind of thin, like the stuff you'd get at, I don't know, Walmart, a Walmart shipping box or a UPS shipping box. So it's nothing special, but the internal box is pretty solid. And the other thing is, on the bottom of it is a nice piece of foam they throw in there for a little bit more protection. So they do a pretty good job of getting these things packaged up, and so I wouldn't be worried about damage and shipping from Europe. And finally, this is the 48-inch, and this is the right side pannier, the 48-liter right side pannier. This is the biggest one of all of them. Again, feels pretty solid. I don't feel any kind of weird deforming or anything like that, and it's all pretty thick, so not too worried about that. Again, it's got its own liner bag. Pretty nice handle there for lifting it out pretty easily. And same as before, there's a little bit of give on the sides. Let's see if there's a, this says 45 liters. So just like that one had 2 liters. This one had, the left side had 2 liters of give. This one has 3 liters of give, which is going to be plenty because what I'm getting these for is when I'm doing the regular road trips, leave the panniers on the bike and just pull the bags out and get into your hotel room or wherever you're camping. And the last bag, this one I'm not too sure about. I don't think they had the regular type liner bag for the top case. At least there wasn't one available. I think this is the only one they had advertised. This is called a storm bag. It's a T511 is the model number. It's 38 liters. It says it's for the top box. Checker Outback top box, so it's obviously designed for it. Kind of makes sense that it would be, it's a different material. It's not like the regular, the more vinyl feel of the other luggage. This one feels more like an actual waterproof bag, more rubberized. So I'm going to try one quick test to see how this thing handles being stuffed into the 42 liter top case over here, and just see what we get. Okay, I did add the this waterproof storm bag inside the 42 liter top case just to see how the fitting works. And as advertised, even though it looks funny, the shape of it looks very flat when you get it shipped to you, it is designed to fold into the shape of this thing to be more square. The bottom of it, it's kind of probably hard to see, but the bottom of it is actually square. It comes with 2 pretty cool looking neon yellowish green bungees and a shoulder strap to carry it with. It'll be it's a little bit weird seeing this really long zipper, but I don't think that'll be a problem for packing this thing in and stuffing it into the top case, especially since there's 3-4 liters of extra space that you have with this thing. And added benefit, I tried to see if the helmet would fit into the 48 liter right pannier, and it does. So there's my GT Air sitting in there with quite a bit of space. You're not going to fit 2 helmets in there. Well, let's see. Yeah. I don't think you'd be able to fit 2 helmets in there. There was some space underneath, but yeah, I don't think the dimensions work out too well. Yeah, hold on. Maybe. If you had another small helmet, you might be able to fit another one on the side of there, but I don't think you would be able to. Nah, I don't think so. If there's another really small helmet, you might get another one in there, but otherwise I don't think so. Okay, so overall, pretty happy with the purchase from MotoStorm. It is overseas. If you're American, once you figure out what your total order cost is, when you flip your shipping destination over to the United States, you'll see that the VAT discount, however that works, I don't know anything about European economics, but however that works, you do get a pretty big discount. I don't know the percentage-wise what it works out to, but I think I probably saved $300-400 overall from what I thought I was going to have to spend. And I saved so much that I ended up getting the liner bags, which I didn't plan on getting, and I also got these powder coated, which I wasn't planning on doing either. I was just going to, hack my own bag solution with something cheaper I could find, but since the price was so good, I went ahead with both of those. So again, you see the top cases rack. You see the side racks that are both quick release. You see the 42 liter top case with the waterproof storm bag. There's the 48 liter right pannier with its own internal liner bag, which I'm guessing isn't waterproof, and deals the same with the 37-liter left pannier. From the pictures I saw online, shouldn't have too many issues with the asymmetric mounting. Like I said before, it's only about an inch or so off, inch and a half off. So the next video I'll post will be what it looks like when I've got everything mounted onto the bike.